Welcome to Brewtok, where coffee isn't just a drink, it's the world's favorite drug. We laugh at drug addicts. We shake our heads at people who can't function without their next hit. We tell ourselves that could never be me. I'm better than that, but most of society can't function without their morning hit either. The only difference? Yours comes in a Starbucks cup. Caffeine is the world's most widely used drug, not weed. Not alcohol, not nicotine. Caffeine. It doesn't come in shady little baggies. It doesn't get whispered about in back alleys. It comes in mugs with inspirational quotes. It comes in pastel-colored energy drink cans. It comes with pumpkin spice. And it's everywhere. More than 80% of adults on this planet consume caffeine daily. Think about that. That's not just a few people with a coffee habit. That's almost every office worker, every college student, every tired parent, every teenager pretending they just like the taste of Monster. Billions of people, billions of brains, dependent on the same chemical to wake up, to focus, to push through. And yet, we don't call it addiction, we call it Monday. Caffeine works in silence. You don't notice the hooks sliding in. You just drink 1 cup to wake up, then 2 cups, then 3. Before long, your brain doesn't wake up without it. It's not about pleasure anymore. It's about survival. Without caffeine, you're foggy, sluggish, irritable. You yawn every 5 minutes. You can't focus. You don't feel like yourself. And the only cure? More caffeine. That's not just a habit, that's dependency. That's the dictionary definition of addiction, but we dress it up. We romanticize it. We laugh about it. Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. Cute slogan, right? But imagine someone wearing a shirt that says, "Don't talk to me until I've had my meth." Not so cute anymore. We excuse caffeine because it's legal, because it's normalized, because everyone around us is hooked too. But legality doesn't change biology. Caffeine still rewires your brain. It still hijacks your nervous system. It still punishes you with withdrawal if you dare to stop. And that withdrawal isn't mild. It's a headache, mood swings, fatigue, nausea, cold sweats, full-blown irritability. Your brain doesn't just miss caffeine, it throws a tantrum. It screams at you until you give in. You can joke all you want, but the truth is simple. Caffeine is the most socially accepted drug on Earth. Here's the science. Your brain has this molecule called adenosine. Think of it as the Sandman of your nervous system. All day long, adenosine builds up in your brain. The more you have, the sleepier you get. It's your body's natural way of saying, "Hey, genius, time to rest." Now here comes caffeine. And caffeine doesn't actually give you energy. That's the big lie. Caffeine just sneaks in and blocks your adenosine receptors, like a bouncer refusing entry at the door. So your brain isn't less tired. It just can't read its own tiredness anymore. It's like turning off the smoke alarm while the fire keeps burning. You don't feel sleepy, but your body still is. And you keep pushing. But here's the catch. Your brain isn't stupid. Over time, it grows more adenosine receptors to fight back, which means now you need more caffeine to block them all. 1 cup becomes 2, 2 becomes 3. Congratulations, you've just built tolerance. And when you try to quit, all those extra receptors are wide open, drowning in adenosine. Which is why you crash so hard. The headaches, the fog, the irritability, that's not a weakness. That's your biology begging for its drug back. And then there's dopamine. Caffeine doesn't stop at tricking your tiredness. It also tickles your reward system. That warm, happy boost you feel after a sip. That's dopamine saying, "Yes, more of that, please." Caffeine trains your brain to associate it with pleasure, productivity, even identity. You're not you until you've had your coffee. That's not a personality quirk. That's your reward system being hijacked. It's the same circuitry that makes gambling addictive. The same wiring that drugs exploit, just cleaner, safer, wrapped in a paper cup with your name misspelled on it. You see it everywhere. Coffee culture has its characters, it's a stereotype. It's little tribes of addicts, each one convinced they're totally normal. Take laptop guy, he's not really working. Not really. He's sitting in the cafe with his MacBook open, 3 empty cups in front of him, looking important. He's been typing the same sentence for 2 hours. And every time someone walks by, he sighs dramatically, like he's on the verge of solving climate change. In reality, he's Googling best fonts for resumes. Then there's loud phone call guy. You've seen him. You've heard him. He walks into the cafe like it's his private office, Bluetooth stuck in his ear, pacing between tables while shouting about synergy and KPIs. He's not drinking the coffee. He's using it as a prop. His drug of choice isn't even caffeine, it's attention. And of course, the latte influencer. She's on her phone, always, taking 37 photos of the same cup of latte art. Angles, filters, lighting, because the drink isn't for drinking, it's for posting. By the time she actually sips it, it's cold. But hey, it got 200 likes. Number coffee lover. Don't forget energy drink gamer bro. Monster can in one hand, controller in the other. Heart rate somewhere between techno rave and cardiac arrest. He tells himself it's about gaming stamina. In reality, he's mainlining liquid anxiety and hoping his kidneys don't file for divorce. And then the one we all know, the don't talk to me until I've had my coffee mom or dad. You can spot them a mile away, hair messy, eyes half shut, holding a mug like it's a lifeline. They don't want coffee. They need coffee. Their kids learned years ago, don't speak, don't breathe, don't even look at them until that mug is empty. We laugh at these people. We roast them. But deep down, we know we are them. Different costumes, same addiction. Coffee shops aren't just cafes. They're stages. And every stereotype is just another character in caffeine's theater. Here's the thing. Caffeine isn't just a habit. It's an industry, a massive one. Coffee is the second most traded commodity on Earth, right after oil. Think about that. Oil runs machines. Coffee runs people. Without oil, the world economy collapses. These aren't small potatoes. This is billions upon billions of dollars every single year. Entire countries depend on coffee exports. Whole corporations rise and fall on the strength of your addiction. Starbucks isn't just a coffee shop. It's one of the most powerful drug dealers on the planet. Their product isn't community or third places or whatever warm, fuzzy slogan they slap on the wall. Their product is a dependency. They sell you normalcy in a cup, and they know you'll be back tomorrow. And the day after that. And the day after that. Energy drink companies, they're even more shameless. They don't bother hiding behind cozy cafe vibes or hipster baristas. They slap a lightning bolt on a can, call it Extreme Max Rage Power, and market it to teenagers whose brains aren't even fully developed yet. It's liquid candy with jet fuel. Soda companies, same game, different flavor. You think you're drinking Coke for the taste. No, you're drinking it because your brain knows it has caffeine. And let's not even start on diet sodas. That's basically a chemical cocktail spiked with your daily fix. And don't forget chocolate. Oh yeah, even chocolate has caffeine. Just enough to keep you nibbling, just enough to hook you young. It's the gateway drug of the caffeine empire. This isn't an accident. This is strategy. Every product designed, every ad campaign written, every seasonal flavor rolled out, all of it engineered to keep you consuming. To keep you dependent. Pumpkin spice, not magic, marketing. Salted caramel foam cold brew, not innovation, manipulation. They know if they make it fun, if they make it social, if they make it cute, you won't call it addiction. You'll call it a lifestyle. And the genius of it all, nobody questions it. Nobody bats an eye. Because when everyone is addicted, addiction doesn't feel like addiction anymore. It just feels like culture. That's the empire. That's caffeine's grip on the world. Not just a drug, not just a habit, but a machine that makes billions off your exhaustion, one cup at a time. Here's the test. You want to know if you're addicted? Stop drinking caffeine. Just stop. Cold turkey. Day 1, you'll feel cocky. You'll tell yourself, I've got this. I don't even drink that much anyway. You'll drink water, maybe some tea, maybe chew gum. You'll walk into work feeling proud. The cracks start showing. Your eyelids feel heavy. Your brain feels sluggish. You keep rereading the same sentence 3 times and none of it sticks. You tell yourself it's fine. You're just tired. No big deal. Then the headache starts. A slow throb behind your eyes. By lunch, it's a drumbeat. By evening, it feels like a marching band inside your skull. That's just day 1. Day 2, rage. Everything annoys you. The sound of someone chewing. The click of a keyboard. The fact that the world even exists. You snap at people. You slam doors. You don't even recognize yourself. You're not angry at them. You're angry at your brain, at your body, at this hollow emptiness where coffee used to live. Day 3 is bargaining. Your mind plays tricks on you. Maybe just 1 cup, just to take the edge off. That's not a relapse, that's maintenance. You start inventing excuses. I have a meeting, I need to be sharp. I'll quit again tomorrow. I'll switch to decaf. You stare at the office coffee pot like it's forbidden fruit. Day 4, depression. You're not even mad anymore. You're just done. Everything feels heavy. Gray, empty. Food doesn't taste right, jokes don't land. Life feels slower, duller, pointless. You crawl into bed early, not because you're tired, but because you have nothing left to give. And then most people hit day 5, relapse. You cave. You grab a cup, tell yourself it's just this once. You sip, and instantly it's a relief. The headache melts, the fog lifts, you feel alive again. And you laugh, pretending it's fine. Pretending you're still in control. But you're not. That wasn't a reward, that was submission. That was your brain reminding you who's really in charge. This isn't about loving coffee. This is dependency, straight up. Headaches, mood swings, cold sweats, bargaining, relapse. Tell me again how that's not an addiction. And the scariest part, most of us never quit long enough to even see it. We live our whole lives chained to the cup, never questioning it, never testing the withdrawal, never realizing just how deep the hooks go. Mini heroin withdrawal. In your kitchen. Every morning, here's the truth. Caffeine isn't just a drink. It isn't just a pick-me-up. It isn't even just an addiction. It's infrastructure. It's the invisible fuel of modern life. The silent current running through our mornings, our offices, our classrooms, our factories. Oil runs the machines, caffeine runs the people. And without it, everything slows down. But we don't see it. We don't call it what it is. We laugh, we meme, we normalize it. Because the easiest way to hide a drug is to put it in everyone's hand. You drink your latte, I drink my cold brew, she drinks her matcha, he downs his monster. We call it routine. We call it culture. But biology doesn't care what label you slap on it. To your brain, it's just dependency. That's why we can't quit. That's why we suffer when we try. That's why the world's second biggest commodity isn't gold, or wheat, or even medicine. It's coffee beans. We built a civilization on caffeine, and most people will never escape it. Headaches, mood swings, fog, relapse, that's not just your Monday. That's your nervous system showing you the cost of admission. So yeah, caffeine is the world's most widely used drug. Not weed, not alcohol, not nicotine. Caffeine. And the only reason it feels normal is because we're all addicted together. This is Brewtok, where caffeine, comedy, and chaos collide. See you next cup.